Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the new first episode of our series of the Rise of the Tomb Kings DLC. I'm back. It's been a while since I've uploaded on this channel. I've had a lot of personal stuff going on, but we're back now. Unfortunately, Alric Ranulfson and our Karak series are unfortunately going to be gone for now. But hopefully, maybe we can bring them back at some point. Maybe we can start a new series with a different set of mods on the new updates. But so here we are in the first episode of this series. So got a bit of feedback from the last 8 or so episodes that I recorded for the Karak series. People are not a massive fan of the camera. They like the camera, but not necessarily while I'm playing the game. So for now, camera is only going to be used in introductions or segments that aren't necessarily in the game, or maybe in the battles. So, this is our campaign. There you go, just thought I'd let you in on that. We're going to be playing Mortal Empires, and we are going to be playing as the Tomb Kings, Settra, Katep, Khalida, and Arkan. We are going to be playing as Settra the Imperishable, probably because he's the most awesome Tomb King Lord. He's awesome. So, what does he get? He has +2 to public order, +10 to growth in all provinces. Construction time is -1 for province capital settlement buildings, and his effects in battle: leadership aura size +100%, and casualty replenishment rate +10% for Tomb Guard and Skeleton Chariots. So, what does he get at the start? He gets a Kemrian War Sphinx and Tomb Guard with halberds. So I'm going to assume that a lot of people have already seen the details of how the Tomb Kings play and how the Tomb Kings work, so I won't be going through all of the details to do with that, although I'll definitely be going through a few of the more basic ones. So the general goal for this campaign is going to be to eliminate all of these lords and their factions: Optos of the Sentinels, Hakor of the Rakaf dynasty, Nekantanibo of Nubas, Itabom of the Dune Kingdoms, Arkan the Black of the Followers of Nagash, Khalida of the Court of Libaras, and Katep of the Exiles of Nehek. Now, I'm not really sure about Katep, because he is obviously on the other side of the map, so I don't know whether he'll be eliminated anyway, whether or not we'll ever end up going over to him, but we'll include him in the very end goal of this campaign. But obviously, main goal: eliminate the other Tomb Kings factions and any other trespassers in the Kemrian Wastes, and then we'll go from there. So that's pretty much going to be it for the intro to our first episode, so I will see you all on the campaign map. Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back on the campaign map. Kemri, Tomb Kings, Settra, let's go. Books and Nagash, need to get those to win the game. 8 of them. I'm not sure how many there are, but you need to get 8 of them. And the first book gives you Hero Capacity 1, Hero Capacity Action Cost, Hero Action Success, and unlock recruitment to take possession of the Book of Nagash situated there. Oh, unlock requirement, not recruitment. And then all of these give you different rewards. Why are all of these say Karak 8 peaks? I don't know. Is that where they are? Apparently. Oh yeah. No, they should be where they are on the map. But possibly not. I don't know. So let's just see, I guess. So we're starting out here. Kemri, Tomb Kings, as I said. So, unique thing about Tomb Kings: no upkeep on anything. Really good. We're going to pick up 2 Skeleton Spearmen and another Skeleton Chariot, which will take us up to 2, but that's the catch. The starting units, which don't have a limit, are absolutely terrible. The ones that do have a limit are generally up to standard of other factions. However, they do have a unit capacity, which you can expand by upgrading these buildings and getting high capacity for the units within them. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting the Open Graves, which should allow us to get some skeleton archers, which should be really good. We're at war with orcs. Why am I not surprised? Orcs there, Numas there, Black Pyramid there, and zombie skeleton weird people over here. We need Zandri, I think. Zandri. Strategic location? Special importance to the Tomb Kings. We definitely need Zandri. So, and it's also part of our Land of the Dead location. So, research available. What do we got? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth dynasties. All of them give army capacity, but lower your research rate. So, first dynasty, desert warfare. Second dynasty, prosperity. Third dynasty, engineering and urban development. Fourth dynasty, Ushabti. Fifth dynasty, necropolis and the priesthood. And sixth dynasty, chariots. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to go for the first dynasty, which will get us Wakaf of the first dynasty. That gives range, which if in his army, melee attack, charge bonus, ambush success, range, and stalk. And also gives us hero capacity for Lich Priests, hero capacity for Necrotex, hero capacity for Doom Princes, charge bonus for Nikakara Warriors and Chariot units, ammunition for Chariot units, and reload time reduction for Chariot units. Melee attack for Nehekara Warriors and Chariots, and melee defense as well. Weapon strength and armor for... yeah, that's pretty good. And campaign movement range, construction cost, and income from trade as well. So yes, definitely worth going for that first. So this is going to be the end of this turn. Now we're going to be switching it up a little bit. After doing a couple of little test recordings, I was like, camera, I think we're going to keep it there for now, but please do leave your feedback in the comments below. But what we are going to be doing is we're going to be leaving the end turn times in. I got a bit of feedback from the last series. People said they wanted to see what was happening in the world around us. So we're going to be leaving the end turn times in. This is going to make the episodes the same length, but we're going to be going through a few less turns, as obviously I'm not cutting out as much. So we're getting to the end of here. Apparently we've encountered the war herd of the Crowfather. Apparently we can make war with them. Don't know why we're not already at war with them. We should be. Where are they? They're all the way over here. We don't really care. We've recruited some units, spearmen and chariots. So we're going to be going straight for Gorgazan. I think that's definitely going to be our top priority. So we're going to move Settra up as far as he can with his awesome army. And then we're going to be recruiting one more warrior and 2 more spearmen, which should take us up to 12 units. That's pretty good. And then hopefully next turn we'll put some archers in this army as well. A couple of quick turns, obviously, at the start of the game. Not really a lot going on. Not many enemies moving. Can't see much of the map, so the end turn times are going to be short. But we should hopefully be able to take Gorgazan this episode, which adding another province to our empire, always going to be good. And it should allow us to get like a staging point to go out and assault the other provinces of the top knots. There they are. Led by Mash, I believe. Mash One Eye? Possibly? Mash One Eye, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Mash One Finger. Yeah, it's close. So, can we attack him this turn? No. Let's go right up to the corner here. And, let's get 3 skeleton archers. Yes. Skeleton archers. Still not a lot to do. What can we turn off here? Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so ending this turn again. Also a difference from the last series. I'm not going to be setting like a turn limit on each episode, which I was doing before. I was saying that I'll record for 5 turns and then that's it, and then I'll move on to the next episode. 5 turns. Next episode, 5 turns. So I'm not this time. I'm going to be saying that I'll get the episode to roughly about 30 minutes. Oh, we can catch him in the underway. Yes, we definitely will. First battle of the series, obviously got to fight it out, even though we have an advantage. So let's go right into the battle. I'm obviously still going to be cutting out loading times, so I will see you all when we get onto the battle map. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. 10 Winds of Magic. Gamble it. Go, go, go. And yes, taking us all the way up to 24. Start the deployment. Everyone move back. So, front line. Tomb Guard and Skeleton Spearmen. I've missed playing this game. It's really, really fun. So, front line of that. Second line. Warriors. Yep, second line of warriors. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the chariots on one side, Sphinx on the other side, Settra in the middle. Start the battle. Look at that, Settra. What a beast. Look at that, massive halberd, glowing blue eyes, Wrath of Petra, explosion around him. for 3 seconds. And what's this? Jaff's Incantation of Cursed Blades. Augment for yourself or for an ally, which gives weapon damage and armor piercing damage. Pretty good. Is Mash moving towards us? No. Then I guess we will have to move towards him. As far as I'm aware, they don't have any kind of like mechanics that would make them tired or anything like that. Look at that! Whoa! Look at that beast thing there, Kemrian War Sphinx. Look, all of the Tomb King stuff looks so awesome. We've been waiting for the Tomb Kings for so long, and it was definitely well worth it. They look awesome, really, really cool. There's the Tomb Guard, Settra himself, and of course our skeleton chariots here. That's really funny. The War Sphinx moves as fast as these skeleton spearmen and warriors do running. That's quite funny. Oh, of course we don't have our archers. I was wondering where my back line was. We don't have any archers, so we're actually going to have to go engage them. So I guess front line go, second line go, third line come around, you come around, and Settra go fight Mash. Speed up a little bit. There we go. Let's pop the Wrath of Petra. Boom. Oh, well that's quite cool. Definitely. Okay. Get engaged on these goblins and on these orcs here. Where's the War Sphinx? Yep, you can come along here. Maybe get involved with those Savage Orc Boar Boys. Definitely doing a number on our spearmen. See, as you can see, these Savage Orcs are going to absolutely massacre our spearmen, because these are just our basic fodder units, so we definitely don't want to leave them massively engaged, really. We want to, you know, we want to use our good units to their maximum effectiveness, and just charge, counter-charge. Pop some weapon damage on this, on the War Sphinx, with absolutely murdering the Savage Orc Boar Boys. Yeah, okay. We've completely routed the enemy. Mash is still engaged with Settra, but I'm not sure that he can win. Settra is, of course, the manliest man who ever did man, and even then he's a skeleton, so he is the skeletoniest skeleton who ever did, in fact, skeleton. So there's the end of the battle. I could chase them down, but, you know, it's not really worth it for the amount of time it would take. So, that's the end of that battle. Decisive victory for Kenry. And so I will see you all back on the campaign map. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Decisive victory. Loot gained, 912 gold, not too bad at all. Rank gained, etc. Lovely jubbly. So what can we do? We can get treasury, get 370 gold, and campaign movement range for 2 turns. Harvest organs, 30 canopic jars. We're definitely going to be doing that. 30 canopic jars. Reasonably big deal early into the game. Canopic jars aren't... They're not like a really difficult resource to get, but any more that you can get, I feel, would definitely be worth it from that point of view. We've encountered the Eyes of the Jungle. A rogue army down here. So there he is, Settra the Imperishable. He has ranked up. What can I give him? Let's have a look. Lots of things. Blimey. What can he get as a kind of mount? You can get the Chariot of the Gods, also a Kemrian War Sphinx and a Skeletal Steed. Gets the Crown of Nehekara, the Blessed Blade of Petra. Lots of cool abilities here. Well, we're just going to be taking Route Marcher for now. So, yes, there we go. Skeleton Archers have appeared in our army. No upgrades here, so let's just march right... Oh, we can. We can go and get Gorgazan this turn. Let's just go for it. Barely any garrison, just auto-resolve that. Took some damage, but, you know, these Tomb Kings, they don't care about damage. 30 Olympic Jars if we occupy, we'll go for it. Up to 60 now. That's always good. And Settra, he's leveled up again. What are we going to give him this time? Let's give him... Indomitable Will, which gives him a charge bonus and some leadership. Not a big deal for Settra the Imperishable himself, but any little bit helps. So, excuse me, ending this turn off here. Let's see what our orcs do against our capture of Gorgazan. See if they do anything, really. Should be there in a second. Going through the dwarves, Bretonia, Kislev. There we go. Orcs. Top knots, top knots. There they are. Oh, no. So they're doing something off screen. No moving of armies into our turn. And Strigos Empire want non-aggression pact. Not a chance. I want Zandring. It's in my home province, and it's of special interest to Tomb Kings. So I'm curious to see what the unique building there is. So as soon as we have taken out the orc scum, we will go and take out the Strigos Empire. What's this over here? Bretonians, the Thegans Errantry, and the Knights of Rio, which I believe is the Errantry Crusaders. So Gorgazan, let's just... Should we march? Do we need anything? No, we'll not march. We'll just move out. And we'll grab 2 more warriors. Let's have a look at Mortuary Cult. Yes, here we go. So, Legion of Legend, a new dynasty. Army capacity +1. 10,000 gold, 800 canopic jars, and you get another army. Flock of Jeff, which is the Carrions, which are 100 canopic jars, and we can awaken them. Userian's Legion of the Netherworld, 600, 200, and Golden Idols, and we can awaken them. So the further on you go down the Legions of Legend, the more they cost. So the Venom Knights, you need exotic animals, iron, and Golden Idols. For Storm Riders of Kassar, you need Golden Idols and iron, and for the Legion of the Netherworld, you need Golden Idols. So what else can you get with the Mortuary Cult? You get the Legions of Legend, which are very cool. You can get weapons as well. Craft yourself some weapons. Some very cool weapons as well. Get your armor. Yeah, get your cool armor as well. Enchanted items. Same kind of thing. Talisman, same kind of thing. Arcane items, same kind of thing. Very cool. Rites. What rites have we got? The Great Incantation of Tahoth. Cascade of Souls will become available for recruitment. What's a Cascade of Souls? Magical Artillery. Also gives Lord recruitment rank +3 and unit experience +2. Incantation of Petra gives Petra's Necrotect. This Necrotect's one aim is to spend his unlife colonising a ruined settlement, a power given to him through the rite of the Great Incantation of Petra. So a unique Necrotect hero capable of colonising ruins at level 3 will be summoned at your faction's capital. Very cool. Great Incantation of Kassar. All regions. So this summons the Sandstorm. This puts a Sandstorm on your entire territory and gives you immune to Sandstorm and ambush success chance. And also Sandveil, which gives Stalk and Hiding. And Geheb, which gives you Canopic Jars, Growth, Construction Time, and Tomb Swarm. Damage to combatants. Oh, it's just like a damage kind of thing. So we're reinforcing and recruiting there, and we can see Galbaraz. Is that strategic location for us? No. It's special importance to dwarves, greenskins, Skaven, vampire counts, and the followers of Nagash. But not for us. Because that would just make too much sense. Although I suppose Khemri is supposed to be like here, isn't it? Like that's where the border is. So I guess that makes sense. But I'm told, not necessarily accurately, that the Khemrian Empire was also up here sometimes. Like they had some points of expansion which were not necessarily their lands, which they always controlled. But you know what? Doesn't really matter that much. We're still going to take it. It's a free settlement, effectively. We're just sacrificing skeletons. They don't cost anything. We may as well just throw them at them in waves until they drown in bones. That got a lot darker than I thought it would. Is there going to be a rebuttal? Is there anything coming from the orcs that we can't like immediately deal with? There's an army. Let's go take it out. Because Tomb Kings, it seems, get a high power spike early into the game, and then another high power spike late into the game, whereas the mid-game, they might struggle a little bit. Early game, you can get really big armies really, really quickly with that free upkeep, and the later into the game, you get really, really powerful units. Oh, we can get a choice of servants. We can get a Tomb Prince, a Necrotect, a Lich Priest. Let's get a Lich Priest. Lich Priest of Shadows. Smoke and mirror, pendulum, hand of shadows, comes mind razor. Nothing new there, but still very good abilities. And some cool stuff down here as well. Awesome. So let's move him up to the army. Can we reach Sneak Armbreaker? No, we cannot. But we'll march up that way anyway. Gorgazar. What's the garrison here? 2 archers, 3 spearmen. So it's not going to hold against any kind of army. I don't imagine they'll attack us this turn. Galbaraz has a reasonable garrison, but nothing we can't take out with our army. Do we recruit anything this turn? I think maybe we wait. Get some more canopic jars, and then maybe we can get... I mean, we may as well get some more. You know, we'll leave it. We don't want that many of the fodder units in our army, really. So let's just go along with that. Let's see what the Orky boys do. That's boys with a Z, of course. I speak Orc, definitely. Probably after that. Numas. I'm wondering whether we should go... Ooh, they've started a battle. What have they got? They've got lots of Savage Orcs, a couple of cavalry, but nothing too impressive. Let's go for it. Let's just go for it. So I'll be back with you once we've loaded into the battle. And we're back in, ladies and gentlemen. 14 Winds of Magic. Let's gamble that, see if we can get a bit higher. Maybe? Oh, no, we went down lower. No! All the way down to 5. Oh, that's terrible. Enemy armies coming in over here, so we are going to have to face both of them. We'll change up our formation a little bit. We'll go on this hill here. This is a hill, isn't it? It's kind of a hill. It's a hill enough. We'll get our warriors as our front line. Then we'll... Ooh, that was a bit weird. Then we'll get our Tomb Guard and Spearmen as a secondary reinforcing line. Settra, of course, will be right in the centre, in the middle of it. Archers, third line, just to hopefully do some nice work. Chariots on the left. Sphinx on the right. And let's get it started. Oh, they've spawned over there. Maybe we should rotate our formation. Let's see what they do. Okay, no, this is not good. We don't want them to do that. Let's pull our formation back. Where can we pull it back to? Here? I suppose so. I guess we'll do like a staggered line. I'm really not sure. Put Settra in the middle there. Get our chariots behind. Cambrian War Sphinx back as well. Because it looked like these, yeah, they're all coming over this way, and I didn't want them to get a jump on my chariots. So we'll move the whole line back. Let's just go for it. Let's move it back. There they are. They're very tired though. These ones aren't, but maybe this army is? It looks like it. It looks like they were, yeah, they're all very tired. Which should give us a bit of an advantage. Right, so what are they going to do? Looks like they're all coming from this way, so we can move our formation a little bit. Put the archers a little bit closer. And what we'll do is we'll get these 3 units here. And these 2 units here. War Sphinx can go here. And chariots can go back here. Actually, we'll put the chariots down there so we can bring them around on the enemy. I thought that was artillery going, but no, it's just the footsteps of this monster here. There's Settra the Beast. Apparently he's undefeatable. It's good to know. Didn't realise the campaign was so OP. Nehekaran warriors, I say they're not Nehekaran warriors, they're skeleton warriors. Nehekaran warriors and the next one up. They won't beat savage orcs in one-to-one combat, so you kind of need to make use of our chariots and archers, because they definitely will not beat them in one-to-one. There's our Tomb Guard though. Tomb Guard should be able to beat savage orcs. Do they have armor piercing? Yeah, they've got 20 armor piercing, which isn't useful against savage orcs, but it's nice to have. Okay, archers are firing. Should hopefully be able to do some nice work. Ah, and of course the archers on top of the War Sphinx are firing as well. Let's charge in our chariots against the Savage Orc War Boys. Let's see how they do. I'm honestly not sure, to be honest. Okay, they charged into Spearmen, which seems an odd decision at best and a bad decision at worst. We're going to have to charge our Spearmen in. There's no way we can avoid it. Send Settra over here. Oh dear, our skeleton warrior front line just fell apart completely. Well, we reached the second point, got a nice bit more. I'm not sure we're going to be able to win this battle. Tomb Guard need to engage. Just run, Settra, for God's sake, man. I'm going to pop one of them. Should do some nice damage. Oh, damn, some boar boys got in. Oh, we can spawn some Ushabti. Wonderful. Spawn some Ushabti on the enemy archers. Ushabti just might give us enough to win this, because Ushabti are really good. There's some boar boys. Okay, these two archers need to fire here. War Sphinx, where are you? Go engage here. Chariots, engage. Spearmen, engage. Shabti. How are you losing against Araboys? Come on, man. It's just a bit embarrassing, really. Okay, the Ushabti are just, like, wrecking all of the orcs that are around here, so that's good. Come on, break both of them. They're wavering, just break them. Yeah, okay, broken. Just go, 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 go. before you die. No, they're dead. They're all diminished. Yep, there we go. Okay, I've got a nice little pocket over here. Let's get that pocket and go engage their pocket, because their pocket's better than our pocket, and I'm not happy about it, because my pocket's the best. Oh no, Settra's going to go down. That's terrible. And I get one with Sharpty Spawn. Once you've used it, that's it. I'm a little bit, if I'm honest, disappointed by the killing power of this War Sphinx. Like it took quite a while to get off some Orc Arrow boys. Oh, there we go. Ooh, whoops, I accidentally clicked on the tab. Let's get back, there we go. You, get over here. Just run at them. Just run at them. Just go run at their leaders. See if you can kill their leaders, War Sphinx. Okay, it's possible we might actually be able to win this. Maybe. Can the War Sphinx beat their two generals? I honestly don't know. Maybe, if I can use the chariots to stop any other forces from coming in. I think the War Sphinx has fear and terror. Yeah, so these low morale units, leadership, sorry, not morale. Come on, hurry up, chariots. Don't want to lose this one. Come on, let's just fast forward. Either we're going to win this or we're not going to win this. There's no point messing around. No, we're not going to win this. Nope. No, all of their units came back from routing. Unfortunately, a valiant defeat. We lost our entire army. They lost most of their army. I honestly, I completely underestimated how terrible skeleton warriors are. They really are just awful. Look at that. 18, 13, 26, 28, 48. That unit did well. All of the others were complete shite. Archers didn't do well, Boar Boys got amongst them, I'm assuming. Chariots did well, War Sphinx did well, Tomb Guard did well considering what they were up against, as did Settra. I guess we'll rebuild our army and try again. So I will see you back on the campaign map.
a team fight stomper, push failure sort of thing. He also never really had the ability to farm or take towers regardless of how farmed he was. There used to be even a trend of rushing Necro 3 just so he can have some presence outside of Fiend's Grip. And I'm so happy, because that's all changed. Meteor Hammer is great on Bane. Obviously you're imagining it on a Nightmare enemy, considering you have, the safety of a 7-second window to drop it on them. And yeah, that's good and all, but it's also a great farming tool. Well, okay, maybe not great, it's a farming tool. And that's all it really needs to be. It's more expensive than Midas by quite a lot, but pays for it in giving only great stats that Bane desperately wants. What did Midas give? 30 attack speed? The only way that Bane could really use that is if Enfeeble gave you damage. Oh. Yeah, maybe Bane carry hasn't fully disappeared. With the level 15 and 20 talents, you can steal 220 damage for 20 seconds. And then steal another for 440 damage, because the buffs stack. The buffs stack, dude. You can cast Enfeeble 3 times and steal 660 damage from 3 enemies. That's a 1,320 damage differential. Maybe we should just skip Meteor Hammer altogether. Maybe we should be swinging for 7 moon shards. We'll be coming back to this guy one day. I know it. Oh man, Bloodseeker was probably hit hardest by the death of Iron Talon and PMS. Plus the jungle nerfs a few patches ago. Aeon Disc this patch. And yet he's still absolutely fine. That's probably indicative of how overpowered he was previously, right? What was really fun was picking Bloodseeker while everyone else was getting used to playing Pangolier. Pangolier? Man, that was a fun couple of weeks. It still works now, but Pango's obviously being picked a little less. Basically, Rupture goes through his ult, goes through his Swashbuckle, and generally Bloodseeker can keep Pango from doing the one thing he's really good at, bouldering through teamfights. He's also really good against Lycan, but that's obviously been the same since forever. I'm just mentioning it here as well because I think we all need a surefire Lycan counter right now.
And we're back. Valiant defeat, unfortunately. The entire arm... Oh no, we lost our War Sphinx. Ah, that's a problem. We did lose our War Sphinx. That is an issue. We can't get that back for a while. And when I say a while, I mean a really long time. Like, we cannot get that back for 20, 30 turns until we get some of the... Oh, Numas has been destroyed. Did the Skaven take it? Yes, they did. Okay, I guess we'll be getting another Lord. Yakat. Who will immediately get 3 archers. 4 archers, 2 chariots, and then 6 warriors. And then lots of spearmen. There we go, there's an army. How long will that take to recruit? 7 turns. Excellent. That's slightly more reasonable. We've got this kid. What can this kid do? Hinder replenishment? That actually could be useful. Did he get it? No. That's not very useful. Never mind. End the turn. Let's go. I'm sure we'll manage. It's a shame losing that War Sphinx. It's a massive deal, honestly. Because it's gonna take us a very long time to be able to get the building upgrades, really, just to get back up to kind of constructs. It can take quite a while, from what I've seen, to get up to constructs. Strigos Empire is at war with Sudenburg. Top Knots are now at war with the Warherd of the Crowfather and have left Gorgazan alone. That's nice. Thanks for that. Top notch. Anything else going to happen? No? Okay. These Savage Orcs are actually really difficult to deal with. Settlement upgrade. Gorgazan. It does upgrade the garrison, so... Sure. That's all. So much money gone. Ugh, whatever. You know what? First try, Tomb Kings, etc. I'm not that bothered if, for whatever reason, if we lose this campaign. Which would be embarrassing since it's on normal, but, you know, it's not exactly unheard of. But it wouldn't be the end of the world. Not at all. Not at all. So, I'm probably going to get to the end of this term and then finish it off. Quite a long episode, maybe reaching around 45 minutes. I'll have a look when I'm editing it. But hopefully you have enjoyed this first episode of Tomb Kings, Settra the Imperishable. And I hope you will return tomorrow. I know, tomorrow. Shocking. Tomorrow for episode 2 of our Tomb Kings. And possibly, then, we're also going to be doing some new videos. This channel, hopefully, isn't going to be just Total Warhammer Let's Plays. That'll be good, but maybe not so great for the viewership. So, tomorrow, possibly, we're going to be doing a first look, which is, or a let's try, possibly. Possibly it's going to be one of the other games, one of the many, many games that I've got in my Steam library, which I haven't played yet. So, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you next time.